Welcome to a very quick overview of how the FLEXspace integrated planning process can save you time, money, and effort. Whether you're working on campus, at a K-12 school, or any other kind of large planning environment, good ideas start with getting all the key stakeholders around the table. We recommend starting with the Learning Space Rating System version 3, or LSRS for short. Download the score sheet and criteria book. Then start rating your project scope. It could be within a department, a school, or an entire campus. The LSRS provides insight on space effectiveness by rating detailed attributes of each space, offering a holistic view of where your spaces measure up against an ideal state. The data offers insight on how to potentially prioritize campus investment against opportunity cost. Once you have the data, your stakeholder advisory group will use FLEXspace to start ideating, and you can share ideas through a common private idea board. Most importantly, using this process, your advisory group will be empowered by data-driven decision-making and peer benchmarking. To get started, you need not allocate a lot of staff time. Student assistants can be assigned to gather the critical information and fill in the LSRS score sheets. Just be sure to run your team of students and supervising staff through a few mock exercises to make sure everyone is on the same page. Here's a hypothetical example. On this campus, we've decided to investigate space upgrades in a cluster of buildings on the north end. Let's concentrate on Building B, which has the same footprint on all 3 stories. Each floor is occupied by a different department. Your students go through each room and assign a score according to the LSRS criteria. To guide initial investment strategy based on need, rank the spreadsheet by LSRS scores. Here we can see that sociology has the highest ranked space and also the lowest ranked. It would be logical to conclude that the lower ranked rooms should be the investment priority. But what about further budget refinement? When the LSRS data is overlaid with strategic enrollment data, we can see that education is the department with current draw. Most importantly, this data will be transparent to all the key stakeholders gathered around the table. Your mileage may vary, but typically the table includes faculty influencers, facilities managers and architects, and AVIT personnel to help plan for key academic technology installations. Everyone at the table is either provided a FLEXspace account or creates one during the first convening and is instructed to go through the collection to find examples through the lens of their disciplinary expertise. The next meeting becomes far more energized. The team adds rooms to a common idea board and can talk through the attributes of each space. Oftentimes, faculty will get excited to discover their colleagues have identified spaces similar to their own interests, regardless of discipline. As ideal exemplars are identified and benchmarked from peer institutions, external contractors and architects can now be engaged with the team, having a much clearer idea of goals and outcomes, and can present these ideas to executive leadership for funding consideration. Thank you for listening to this quick overview. The FLEXspace team is administered out of the SUNY Center for Professional Development in partnership with Cal State Universities, Penn State, and the Foothill De Anza Community College District, and of course, our generous sponsor partners. If you'd like to learn more about this integrated planning process, or perhaps partnering with this global effort, please email info@flexspace.org and we'll follow up with you right away. Thank you.